morning. I'm on my way to Express FM in Portsmouth. They are a local radio station. Going to be bigging up Mass Hysteria and just having a bit of fun on the radio. 93.7 FM or online. You can listen, and you'll be able to listen to it back as well. But I shouldn't worry too much because I'm going to put it in this video. You are going to see me on the radio by the magic of video. Woo! We're going to have a good time. So let's find a parking space around Portsmouth, because that's usually quite difficult, which is why I've left really early. And you see I'm in the kit. I'm going to get some pictures and all that kind of stuff. Let's do this. Found somewhere to park relatively quick, which means I'm now really early, but let's go have some fun with the students, because this place is in a student building. And to me, that's just golden. Let's do this. Yeah, they've got a free event down there. We're doing a big Mass Hysteria with Ghostbusters. Right, cars and everything. Oh, is that where we're going? Cheers, dude.
It's Paul Marsh here on Express. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined in the studio by Andy Hornby.
How
Andy,
are we doing?
Thank you very much for joining me.
My pleasure.
So you are from the Portsmouth Ghostbusters. When did we speak last? I was trying to think about this.
It was a couple of months ago, I think, before the release of the new film, wasn't it?
Just before that,
we were doing... Oh, well, I can't think... There's another event we were doing, we were trying to promote, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. So you're here today to talk about the Paul Solent ComicCon, which is coming up on the 8th of June.
Not many people know about it. It's crazy.
It is. The thing is, it's a free event as well, isn't it?
Free parking, free to enter. It's going to be massive.
What can people expect from it?
Well, obviously, Ghostbusters, we'll talk about that in a second, but apart from that, as a major con, we've got Star Wars stuff going on down there, we've got DeLorean, so Back to the Future stuff, loads of Doctor Who bits. I mean, I'm not a big Doctor Who fan myself, but I know there is a ton of Doctor Who stuff, and it's just all geared around a big family fun day out. Yeah,
and I think that's the great thing, especially on the 8th of June. Fingers crossed the weather's going to be good.
Hopefully.
You never know.
We're in a gazebo out by the marina, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed.
Well, it's there from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m, of course, so you have got all day on the Saturday to come and see you guys. What is it you're going to be doing down there specifically?
So, specifically, the Ghostbusters, Portsmouth Ghostbusters are hosting what's called Mass Hysteria. So we've got two cars. One is an Ecto 1C, which is a kind of modern take on the Ghostbuster car, and the best Ecto 1 in the country, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be there.
Wow!
It is huge. The guy who owns his name is Ross, and he's a major fan of Ghostbusters. Obviously, he's got the car, he's got the tools, he's got the talent, he's got everything. He's coming down with the car. It's just going to be made. Picture with the car, all that kind of stuff. And then there's loads of Ghostbusters. So Mass Hysteria is designed to be a gathering of Ghostbusters from across the country, getting together, having fun. We're raising money for charity, doing all kinds of stuff. We've got a photo booth, VR experience, tarot card reading, Ghostbuster tarot card reading.
Oh wow!
Why not? We're doing for the little ones. We're doing regular ghost hunts around Port Solent.
Okay, that's cool.
That is going to be pretty special because we've got special items. I don't want to give anything away.
Okay,
for the kids to wear, and they're going to go round and find hidden ghosts. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Never mind the kids. I want to do that.
That is going to be pretty awesome.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. I love that. And is it something, I mean, we were just talking about this off air. I know, like, we kind of try to pretend that this is for the kids, right?
I mean, look at me. I'm 46 years old, and I bought a proton pack into the studio.
We'll
walked
see.
around Portsmouth.
We'll take all sorts of pictures and videos and bits and pieces, and we'll put it up on our socials. Andy looks absolutely superb. But I think this is it. We go, oh, ComicCon. Let's take the kids down there. You go. It's not for the kids, is it? It's for you.
Well, I mean, every event we do, I mean, the kids are like, wow, because there's a new generation of kids coming up because of the film and stuff like that, which is really good. And we're doing an academy now for kids. Portsmouth Ghostbusters are actually doing an academy. We did the first one last weekend, and it was amazing. So we're trying to introduce the new generation of kids, Ghostbuster, get them to understand what the kit does, how it works, what it's supposed to do, all that kind of stuff. But the dads, and the mums, I'm not being, the older generation, they see us and they go, that's Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Oh, and they just get,
Have you noticed a big difference? So when was the first reboot film? Was that about 5 years ago, something like that?
We had the 2016 thing.
Yeah.
Which... it's not everyone's bag, which is fair enough. It's not really my thing, but Afterlife, for me, really kicked in a new generation, and since then...
Did you notice a difference? Because I'd assume before that it was mostly the mums and dads.
Absolutely.
And then
since
that came out...
the older films, you can't... although they're pitched to be comedies, there's quite a bit of scary moments in them, so, I think the rating was like 12, or maybe even back in the day it might have been 15, I can't remember.
It was the 80s, man. It was a crazy time. They didn't worry about that.
Or whatever. Before Afterlife, it's mainly the older generation are like, that's our thing. But now the kids are coming through and they're loving it.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So we will talk about it again in a second, but Port Solent ComicCon, the 8th of June, from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m, and it is 100% completely free. You just rock up and have a little wander around.
£1 because we're raising money for cancer research.
That is, of course, one of the main important things. Yes, I'm sure there, a few pennies towards charity will be absolutely fantastic if you can do that. So we're talking about Port Solent ComicCon, and the one thing that we sort of forgot to mention is the raffle that you're doing.
Yes. So we've been sent a huge prize from Sony Pictures, actually, and a guy called Eric who works for Ghost Corps, who is like the company that deals with all the film side of Sony for Ghostbusters. Right. And they've sent us a very special proton pack wand, which is the Spengler wand that came out a few years ago. Wow. And we've got that to auction off. And we're going to have loads of other bits and pieces. So we'll have a kids auction for the plush toys, raffle, and then we'll have a general raffle for the general kind of stuff. We've got loads of bits and pieces. And that big prize is going to be amazing.
There you go. Get yourself down there, buy yourself a raffle ticket. It's all going to charity, which is the main thing. And not only are you going to have a great day down there, you may walk away with a goodie or two.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about the recent film specifically, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. What were your thoughts on it?
Oh, do you know, I came away and it was such a feel-good film.
I thought that
it was I came out, goosebumps. With I do with any Ghostbuster film really. And the film has kind of divided a few fans. I think it was a little bit disfigured in places. There's a lot of storylines, and without giving anything away, really, there were just a few. It was just a little bit disjointed in places, which I get. There's probably a lot on the cutting room floor. Yeah, you can only put so much in a film nowadays before people want to walk out.
I thought that it was a very family-friendly film.
Absolutely.
There seemed to be... We were talking about the originals, which they did have that horror element to them. They, the slight in the library and bits and pieces, slightly scary scenes.
There were some jumpy bits,
but I thought this one was a bit more family-friendly.
I like the fact that I mean, aside from 2 and Afterlife, you have a lot of really good humour. I think Paul Rudd... I keep saying this, and people think I'm a bit crazy, but I think Paul Rudd was the best person to cast for that role.
I think he's superb. I think every role he does, he brings a certain human touch to the role. Yeah, because he's just so relatable, and it almost feels like he is now part of that Ghostbusters crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't even imagine any more being made without him because he's just so ingrained.
Have to have the family in there, don't they?
Yeah, they're great. Great, absolutely love them. So a big thumbs up from you then.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and most of my crew are like the same. We saw it on the release night.
How was that? What was that like down at Port Solent?
Really good. We had such a good time. Really good fun. The kids were coming and mess. We had our packs down there, so they could have a mess around with the packs. We had Slimer. We've got a mascot, which is Slimer in the hot dog cart. I don't know if you saw pictures.
I've seen pictures, yeah.
I have. It's a cosplay. Someone gets in that.
Oh, really?
And rolls around, does the voices. Oh, it's insane. It's really, really good. It's so good. No one's done that before. And that is first for any cosplay Ghostbuster related.
Is that going to be at the Port Solent ComicCon?
It will be at Port Solent ComicCon. He'll be...
That's
it can
brilliant.
be just a stand as well, so it can be like a standalone thing. But someone will be getting in it now and again, rolling around.
That's superb. I love
the
that.
Slimer thing.
I love that. That is absolutely brilliant. I know that you've probably been asked many questions about Ghostbusters throughout the years, but how many times have you been asked, "Are you a god?"
Yes.
Always say yes.
Always say yes.
Always say yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's always one of the things, you know, we get asked all types of things, you know, Ghostbuster related.
What sort of stuff do you get asked all the time?
The main one, obviously, is who you're going to call, and people are divided on whether they say Ghostbusters or He-Man.
That was great, by the way, in the new film where Paul Rudd does that thing.
Actually, his little skit was brilliant. Yeah,
superb.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And then the wife goes, no, stop, just stop.
Again, reminiscent of probably many wives throughout the years.
My wife is exactly the same. Samantha would say the same thing. Just stop talking.
So what else have you guys got coming up? Do you do sort of regular meets? Is it maybe you get together?
Yeah, we've just started doing Comic-Cons, funny enough. And I know we're doing this one. This was really pitched to be just the mass hysteria event at Port Solent Comic-Con, but other Comic-Cons as well. So we've done Southampton Comic-Con, which was a few weeks ago.
Okay, how did that go?
Really well. I mean, it was the first one we've kind of done behind the scenes. I mean, I've been to a lot of Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
But never done the whole prop stuff and sell stuff for charity, that kind of stuff. So we had backdrops. Obviously, Slimer was there. All our packs were like lined up next to the tables, and everyone. It just looked incredible. And the company that ran that are having us back for the others. So there's going to be a Portsmouth one at the end of the year.
Okay.
They're doing Southampton again. I think we're going to be with them at Chichester.
Oh wow!
On our website, we've got everything leading up to like the end of the year. What we're going to be doing.
So what's your website? If people want to go and find out about these Comic-Cons, what's your website?
So it's Pompey Ghostbusters. We didn't go with a Portsmouth Ghostbusters because that would be too obvious and too long. No, because me and a mate Steve, we decided to go with Pompey Busters because the logo we used is the Pompey logo.
Right. Okay.
So we decided Pompey Ghostbusters was the main name, so you can find us there.
PompeyGhostbusters.com.co.uk.
Yeah.
So head to that if you want to find out more about these guys. They are going to be at Port Solent. They're going to be at various other Comic-Cons throughout the year. Listen, Andy, thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. Try and come back in maybe later in the year for one of the other ones, and we can have another catch up.
Oh, brilliant.
But yeah, good luck with Port Solent Comic-Con. Hope you have not only loads of great fun, but I hope you raise a good amount of money for charity as well.
Really nice, thanks.
That was amazing. Oh, so many things I want to talk about. I think I've got everything. I don't know, but less than 3 weeks to go, and bigging up Port Solent Comic-Con and mass hysteria, which is going to be huge. So if you're not already down for this, check the links in the description. It's going to be a major event. If you're a Ghostbuster, do the whole sign up so I can get your names and stuff, so I can give you a big shout out. On the day there'll be a roll call QR code where you can sign in, that kind of stuff. Let us know who was down there so we can give you a massive shout out. And can't wait. I'm just so excited. I haven't slept. I'm not going to sleep for the next 2.5 weeks. It's going to be pretty amazing though. Check the links in the description and I'll see you soon. Take care.